So guys, when it comes down to this topic, it raises a lot of questions. A lot of questions that I get. People being in a specific relationship with somebody and having issues. And they ask things like, is this person going to change, bro? You think this person's really going to change, bro? They're promising to change, bro. And you have that hope. Which, to be honest, you shouldn't have, because I'm just going to be real, 9 out of 10 times in this situation, you're probably dating a narc. And they're not going to change. If someone truly wanted to be with you, they would not tell you, oh, I'm going to change, baby. No. I promise I'm going to change. It's going to be different. They're not going to go on like that, bro. Cut the bullshit. People can say whatever they want, but what are they going to do about it? I remember past situations I was in myself. And I was doing some things at the time when I was younger that I wasn't being my full true self. And I remember talking to this person. We had something going. And I remember I had to be better. I had to do better. I had to change. And the second that happened, the second that I realized I am way better than I'm being right now. And I always knew it, which is why it was so easy to change. I was just doing things to do them almost. It's not like I was in this rut and no. When I was doing anything, whenever I was a younger kid, I was literally doing things to do them. Like just whatever, experience in life. So it was very easy for me to change to be a much better person. When I had a certain conversation with a certain person, I instantly started to change. Instantly. And things still didn't go about because we just went opposite ways. I just kept going my way, they kept going their way, and nothing really happened. Because of school, people moving away for school, things like this. But I came to realize that people who are actually going to change, so you shouldn't believe the narcs when they say, oh baby, I'm going to change and all this kind of shit. You shouldn't believe it. Never. Because if people are going to change, they're going to realize it within themselves. They're going to realize it deeply. And they're actually going to change. They're not going to tell everybody they're going to change. They're just going to change. They're going to come back. They're going to shock everybody. And that's how it goes. So if you guys are ever in situations with most likely an narc, and they're trying to tell you bullshit, they're trying to sell you propaganda, telling you they're going to change and all this, never believe them, bro. It's just more manipulation to tie you down, to abuse you, to use you. People who really are going to change are just going to change. It's really not that hard. You start to do the right things in life. That's how you change. But narcs are almost never going to change. They have an idea of it. They're going to tell you all this and that and that and this. But they're not going to change. They're not going to become better people. They're just not. They could be doing things that is very unacceptable, which is why they're going to go up to you and cry and complain and all this stuff and try and convince you so deeply with their words that they're going to change, but they're not. Actions is always louder than words. Words mean nothing without action. You have to take action. Without no action, your words are meaningless. You have to take action. So, this is a very common topic. People are in these situations all the time, holding on, hoping to God the person they're with or talking to is going to change because there's problems, because they're a narc. If they were a narc, problems wouldn't be happening in that kind of a way. Big problems, bro. We only have such a limited amount of time in this world. There's no time to waste on such unnecessary problems like that. But let's be real, these people are warped. They're messed up in the head. They're not going to change. Things are not going to get better. The good life with that person is not going to come. Unless they show you through their actions that they're changing. Not one day, not 1 week, not even a month. Maybe you could start to take them a little bit more seriously after multiple months of significant improvement and differences. That's the only way. So anybody watching this video, if you're with somebody right now and things were very toxic, but they're telling you they're going to change, chances are, and the odds are, they're not going to change. Because if they really want you that bad, as if you were the best thing ever, they want to be with you that bad, they're going to change. They are going to change. Because they're going to do nothing to lose you, bro. If you like somebody that much, if someone is that important to you, you're going to do 0 things to mess that up. If you like somebody, I don't care if it's a good friend, I don't care if it's a relationship partner, I don't care if it's a family member, I don't care who it is. If you really like somebody in a specific way, and you know you could potentially lose it because of your actions, you're going to do nothing. You will do nothing in the first place to mess that up. If you're willing to do things to mess something up that is so good for you, you ain't it. You don't want it that bad. You don't value that person that much. Like I said, life is very short. If people mean a lot to you, you're not going to do things that's going to mess it up. Everything you're going to do is going to only make that person want to be with you more, not the opposite. If you're doing things and you don't even care, you're taking the person for granted, things like this, which is what these serpents do, you're going to lose it. Because you ain't about that life. You ain't all there yourself. So you can't be there for that person. And it's just how it is, bro. It's happened to me. I've been with people like that. They did things. They did not care at that time. But they ended up caring an awful lot, and it was too late at that time. Because you've already done things to fuck it up, and I told you and I'll tell you it again. If you really value somebody, truly, you're not going to do one thing to fuck that up. I'm not saying you're going to be flawless, perfect. But you're not going to cross the line to fuck it up. You're not going to do it. So, if you have somebody that crossed the line, I guarantee you, you're not meant to be with that person. I guarantee you right now, you're not meant to be with that person. Because people who actually value each other and want to live with each other and grow with each other over time, they're not gonna do anything to cross the line to fuck it up, to put it in jeopardy. They're not. So people who easily cross the line, people who easily ruin things that are good, are 9 out of 10 times a narc, if not an even higher percentage. 9.5 times out of 10, they're probably a narc. Because they ain't all there. You easily ruin good things. What does that say about you? And this is the whole point of the video, bro. When the narcissist promises to change to you through their words, but they're not doing anything about it, they're just telling you that, kick rocks. They gotta go. They gotta go so you can grow without them. They'll be desperately wanting you so damn bad. They're gonna see who you are. They're gonna see who you become. They're gonna be missing out because they're all fucked. Let's be real. Oh, don't say it like that. Well, it is what it is. You most certainly are. You most certainly are. I mean, I don't know who can help you at this point. God? Maybe. That'd be about it. But these people can't see inside of themselves and their own problems and their own issues. And if you can't see your own problems and your own issues, you cannot overcome it. Whenever I've had any problems or issues in my life in the past, when I wasn't taking my life 100% seriously because I was still in high school and I was still a kid, I knew what I was doing wrong. Subconsciously, I knew what I was doing wrong and I knew it wasn't the right things. Therefore, it was very easy for me to fix because I wanted to and I knew I was going to do it. I was literally, like I said, I was literally doing things to do them. I was literally doing things to do them. It wasn't who I was. It made it a lot easier to change because of this. Because a lot of people in life, when they're doing things wrong, that's literally who they are. So it's going to be hard for you to change that because it's a part of who you are. Like your actions, like you think it's right. You think what you're doing is either not a big deal, or you think it's right. You think it's acceptable. You think you're going to get certain things, and it's just pure delusion. Even when I was doing wrong things, I was not delusional whatsoever. I knew the things I was doing was not great. I wasn't even doing anything all that bad. It's like normal things, but who I am now compared to who I used to be in my actions is totally different because I live today like a professionalist. A perfectionist. I just made that word up, a professionalist. A professionalist, a perfectionist. Whatever you want to call it. But I live life like a professional. I don't mess around. I'm not going to do things that's going to steer me further away from my goals. Back then when I was a kid, I didn't care. Because I wasn't old enough to recognize my own goals. When you don't recognize your own goals, you might do off things. That's why growing a pair at ASAP is essential. You have to grow. Narcs are not willing to grow. They're not willing to see their own deficiencies. They're not willing to see the things they're doing wrong. They're just going to keep doing them, thinking it's alright. Ha ha ha, it's alright. Until years and years and years and years and years and years and years go by. And eventually they're going to get struck so fucking hard. It could happen younger. It could happen older. But they're going to get struck. And their lives are going to be something that they have not dreamt of, bro. They have not dreamt of the life they're going to manifest. I'll tell you that much right now. They're going to be sorry. And they're going to be sorry they crossed you the wrong way, because they could have had it good with you if they would have behaved. They'll continuously make mistakes forever and never right their wrongs, because they weren't the one that was wrong, right? But they were. They don't want to accept it. They don't want to accept just who they are. Like, they just don't. They're just going to do whatever. And they're going to be all right with that. They're going to be all right with continuously doing people wrong, blaming. And it was somebody else's fault. Every time they do something wrong, it's somebody else's fault. Every time. But if you look deeply, they are the ones that crossed the line. You look back to my past, they were the ones that crossed the line. I don't want nothing to do with you no more, because you show me multiple times who you are. Unacceptable. And the fact that you were willing to tell me things and trying to make things work again through your words and not through your actions, and I see what you're doing right now, and it's pretty pathetic. It just tells you right there, this person is a no-go. It's not hard to tell. Like, it's really not. It baffles my mind how people even question this. Like, are they really gonna change, bro? What do you think? I guarantee you they're not. It's what the narcissist does. It's what they say. They say they're going to change. They promise they're going to change. All while not changing. Because they're going to be who they are for the rest of life. They would rather it be that way than do what's right. So they would rather live the wrong way their whole life. They would literally rather do that. And it's pretty clear because they don't change. So that's what that tells you. They would literally live life wrong. You're just wrong. Like, who you are is wrong. What you're doing is wrong. Who are you to tell that I'm wrong? You are. Because you could have it so much better, but you can't see past your own bullshit. You can't see past your own self. You could make things better for yourself, and you don't even know it. And you know what? I'm convinced they do know it. Sometimes, deep down, they do know they could make life better for themselves, but they'll always fuck it up. They're all the same. Every single one of these individuals, they're all the same. They have all the same actions. They're forever going to do shit to fuck it up. They literally have no empathy. They can pretend like they do. They can pretend to be caring. They can pretend to be all those things, but they don't. Because they don't show it through their actions, bro. They just don't. They could care less of fucking shit up with you. They could care less. They're going to punish you. They're going to see it. They're going to see what it's like to punish you, because they're going to punish you first. They want to see what you're capable of. But they're subconsciously going to push everybody away. Because they're toxic. They don't want to acknowledge that they're toxic. But bro, I'm telling you, the shit I have dealt with in the past, the shit I've dealt with in my life, the shit that I've seen, the shit that I've heard, they're all the same. Every single one of them are the same. They all act and behave the same. They're never going to change. They can put on this show like they've changed and all this stuff. They have not changed. They have not got better. And they're only going to regress as time goes on. So I'm going to do you guys all a favor right now and encourage you deeply to not mess with these people. It is not worth it. I don't care about their beauty or their charm or how good looking they are. I don't care. I've had things that every person on the outside would want, but when it comes to the inside, nobody wants that shit. So therefore, let it go. It's not all about what you see on the outside. The inside matters just as much as the outside, if not even more. So I think the biggest problem here is, and I'll end it with this, is some guys think they have a specific girl or some shit like this. She might be good looking. She might be a good looking girl for you, especially for you. I don't know who you are, but you might think you have this really good girl and you can't do better. She's good looking, she's fine, whatever it may be, fine as a dime, I don't know. But in your mind you think, you know what, bro, I got it right now, I'll never do better. That's where you're going wrong, because you're going to trap yourself with a narc. It's not worth it. You have to let that shit go so you can grow. And I can tell you, nothing else better than this. You have to do it. You can do better. You absolutely can do better. And it might take you some time, but you can do better. You keep working on yourself. You keep growing as a man. You keep growing as a person. You work really hard. You develop yourself in all ways. You will get yourself something better. It's all about patience, bro. And leave these stubborn, toxic narcs behind, because they will make your life a living hell. They don't add on to your life. They're going to drain your clip. They're going to drain your bank account. They're going to drain your soul. And it's going to be nothing nice. That's it.